Good day, everyone, and welcome to Episode 8, Season 2 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And we're starting off looking at the evening view of our town. And I've got to say, it's particularly nicely done. The clouds in the sky, the setting sun, there was a little bit of orange up there, if I'm not mistaken, earlier. The graphic guys are doing a top-notch job. But we're picking up Episode 8 where we left off, being worried about something called alcohol. And if we come over here, we can see that, first of all, in our distillery, we have workers, and we are, well, there's no storage, but we are producing alcohol, because if you look in our little truck down here, he's got 0.69 tons, and it's going up slowly, but it's going up, which means that somebody's processing. He's got 3 tons, and he's got 14 tons. So something is happening in terms of, it looks like we're about to get alcohol. So despite our best efforts, it would have to be said, we've actually managed to achieve something. We're producing, let's call it vodka, for want of a better word, and we're going to export that. Ooh, okay, well, we're going to export it now, apparently. Are we? Where are we going? We're going to the pub first, or we're going down the road to sell? Oh, we're going to sell it. Looks like we're going to sell it. I'm in. Let's watch our guy go. And we'll just move that over there. Yada, yada, yada. Where are they going? Oh, they're walking back to the bus stop, having come from a bus in the other bus stop. Well, it keeps the bus depots happy, and it keeps the buses in business because people are using them. All right, here we go. And we're going to sell 0.79 tons of alcohol, which we sold a lot quicker than we actually made it. Cool, but that is the start of what we hope will be a great export industry selling alcohol to our brothers across the border. Brothers and sisters, sorry. Comrades, even, across the border. I think we're doing okay, just quietly there. And you've got to admit, you know, for Episode 8, and we've done a fair bit of development. Mind you, we have spent a fair bit of money too. But nonetheless, now how much have we got in there? 0.17. Okay, well, stuff is happening. We probably just need more. Now we've got 3 fields from memory, and they're all in the growing phase. So when they're finished growing and the harvesting comes in next time, actually, I wonder if now might not be a bad time to increase the number of harvesters and trucks. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I'd rather not slow down the production of alcohol, for the very reason that we need it. We've got no crops in there. Actually, I'd like to... Okay, I want to know how many tons of food we get from a big field. And in order to do that, I'm going to be very happy just to leave this one sit as it is without developing anything else at the moment. I know, it's not economically sound, but I want to know how many tons of crops we get from a big field. And I am beginning to think the only way I'm going to find out... Oh, what are you doing? The only way I'm going to find out is to actually do an experiment and test it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, our food supply has got two... Gosh, I hate that. The food supply has got two fields growing and harvesting, but we've got no grain in storage. And what are you doing? To the food factory, right? Well, you've got I think we should probably get another field going there. Look at this. What on earth is happening? Felled trees ready to transport 582 tons. And no workers. Oh, here come some dudes. But we've got two. Are they working? There's 584 tons of felled trees in the forest. That's unreal. Okay, all right. Well, all right, I think we need to... No, actually, I'm not going to put another... Unless I can fit another big field in here, I'm not going to add any more to this because I don't want to take off the tree cutting, lumbering type industry thing going on there, because that's actually fairly important. So we'll just turn this around so that it's facing the right way, and prepared to be disappointed when we find out we can't fit it in there. Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm disappointed, but there you go. All right, so we're not going to do that for right now, but we are still struggling with employment because 3 out of 30, like they can't even get 30 guys there. And to be honest, I don't know why. So where are you go? You get everywhere. You get to the big field and the distillery. No, I don't want you to decide where you think you should go. I want no connections. What do you mean there are no connections? Or to a bus or train station. There are no connections to this building. Really? Everywhere else they walk on the footpath, and now you're telling me there's no connections? Well, you're special, aren't you? I think you're special. All right, let's see if we can put some connections in. Man, oh man. Right, now, you could walk through there. Yeah. Oh, there they go. Where are they going? To the bus stop. They go from one bus stop to the next bus stop. Well, you're just special. Okay, you're just special. There are no connections. Yes, there are. Okay, there are. I put them in. Seriously, no connections. Right, all right. How about you? Yeah, but you're already going there. Okay, well, I don't know what I've done, but all I've managed to do is set up bus stops that interchange passengers. So I'm going to go with that didn't work very well. But then I'm not sure I know what would work very well. But there you are. How are we doing over here for You know what? You know what? I'm going to put some people down here to work at the distillery. How far can you travel, by the way? You can't, okay, it would be helpful if you could see a radius thing about how far people can travel instead of just guesstimating everything. But I'm going to put, because I'm getting a bit tired of not being able to get workers to go to work. So I'm going to start mixing it up a bit. Now I think it was you, wasn't it? 43 workers, 12 workers, 12 workers, 12 workers, 51. Okay, how many workers have you got? We try and stay consistent. Sveds, flats, brick, 40. Sveds, flats, brick. Looks like you, I think, except it's 43. You're 43 as well. You're 32. You're 51. 2,400. 7,000 for 43 for 174. I'm going to go with the 51 because you know what? Why not? That's why not. Now, why are there two roads? Why? Anybody know? Because I certainly do not. How are we going to organise this? Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to upgrade our road. Yeah, because we want create city area. Okay, maybe. Can we do this? I think we can do this. Right. Okay, we're doing that. That seemed like a good idea at the time, didn't it? 51 workers right here. Right now. We're going to flatten the terrain and then we're going to build you, and then I have no idea what I'm going to do, but it has two roads. Of course it does. How about like that and like that? There you go. Okay, now I want, because I'm special like that, to connect you building in the way. Well, some other infrastructure is in the way. It's interesting, there's no walkway connection to the distillery. But look at that, they're flooding into the distillery now. Wow, we got a whole 4, 5. Bullied. How many have we got in there? 35 out of 51. Okay. 35 out of 51. 8. Okay, you know what? You all need to go to work. And you all need to go there. And you all need to get a job. So 9, there are 35 workers and there are only 10 workers without a job. So 25 people are employed. Where? Good question. Because I can't tell. Well, at least we've got 11 workers in there and we should be producing something of reasonable quantity when we start the actual production. You're growing. You're sowing. No, you're harvesting. And you are growing. Okay, 2 growing, 1 harvesting. That's pretty good. And over here, growing. Because you're going in there, and when you go in there, we're going to know how many tons you produce. And you're about to run out of. Well, you've got 7 workers, and you're about to run out of wood too at some point, aren't you? Yes was the answer. Now, okay, so it looks very much like keeping the town separate to where the production is not the way to go. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Well, that's just Jim Dandy. How are we doing over here? We're not keeping up with whatever it is we're not keeping up with. What are we doing down here? No wood ready for export. 526 tons in the forest, right? So 520. 1 worker. Well, that might have something to do with it. All right, there's something about people. You've got 600 tons in the forest, but I've got 2 trucks to transport it. That's not working very well, is it? I'm going to have to go with no on that one. All right, now, okay, so what I've done is I've basically ruined my plan about putting the meat works in here. Sorry, the cattle farming and the meat works in here, because I've started to build a town. And I seriously want the, now are you powered? Of course you are. You have to be powered, right? Yeah, you're powered. Right. So I'm going to build a little town here. I don't see any reason why I can't build the town now, actually. I still don't know where those 35 people are employed. Well, not 35, but what's that? 28. 28 of them are employed, but where? Who knows? Who knows? So we're going to put another town. We're going to put another one in and see what happens this time. Okay. And of course, what we're going to do there is join these up. Now, isn't that interesting? You can't see them. Oh, because you haven't turned that on. Well, you don't get to see anything until you turn the thing on. I don't know if this makes a difference, but I think it should. Why do I think it should? Because it just should. You would think that people would go, yeah, there you go. Okay, now, where are you going? Are you going in there? Looks like they are. 6, 7. Okay, so that looks like things are going well. The Skinner's got 35 workers. 9 workers are without a job. Okay, 9 in there, and still 7 to get food, right? Okay, well, all right. Okay, I got it. I got it. So we've got, that's probably the most people we've got in a factory. Oh, look, we've got current production percentage here, but we've got nothing. Well, oh, okay, all right. Well, we got people employed even though they're not making anything. 29 tons, 6 tons, 29 tons, and nothing. I don't understand. It's not making alcohol. Okay, hold that thought. The grain storage has got 37 tons of food. It's supposed to be directly connected to the distillery. Everything is working, and this guy's got more workers than any other factory. It can make 6 tons of alcohol a day. And so far it is producing nothing. So the crops are dropping. Because they're going here. Uses 30 tons of crops a day. So that's an entire day's worth of production. But at 13 out of 100 employees, you got to say that it's only working at 13% efficiency. It's going down. If it's going down, it should be coming here. If it's coming here, it should be making alcohol. Not so good. Not so good. You're growing, okay, but we're still doing we're still doing the experiment. I want to know. All right. I don't know how many more people we actually want to build there, or house there, or do whatever. That was glitchy, because when that was connected, yeah, okay, all right. Well, first of all, we need to put in some food and some shops and some grocery stores and all that sort of stuff. And small store. Sure. And some U-Butte Road. And some pedestrianness, so that pedestrians can in fact get around. You know what? I have no idea if that's a good idea or not, but that's what you're going to get. Man, it does not like sharp turns, does it? Mm-mm. I don't know. I really don't, actually. You know, you put the paths in and they don't seem to want to, they don't favour the paths over other means of getting about. Bizarro. There you go. I don't know if that works or not, but there you go. That's what you got. And we might even do this. Oh man. That was fiddly. Right. Okay, what's going on? Oh, 4 sellers. Okay. And 5 sellers. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Looks like they figured that one out on their own. How are we doing? We got alcohol. 17 workers. Okay, well, that's something. Alcohol. 58 of 15 tons. Well, we're not going to flood the market at this rate, are we? No. It's still dropping. Harvesting. Oh, harvesting, right, and growing. All right, well, that's pretty good. Now, so we've got 2 harvests going on all at the one time. We've got the machinery to be able to do that, so that's good. And over here, we've got growing. All right. So I think the answer to our employment problem is that we need little villages to spring up wherever we put working factories and things like that. And forget the bus routes because they just don't work. Okay. And we could do something with you as well. Now, interestingly enough, you are not within range. Okay. So if we need to rethink this, which we obviously do, then we need to centralize our factories around our community, or centralize the community around our factories, Yep. And then that means we're going to have little Hamlet type things dotted all over the countryside. Bargain. But you know what we could do? We could run an experiment. Yeah, that's a good idea. We could run an experiment, because we do love running experiments. Now, I'm looking for various industries. Wood cutting post. Here we go. Now, we could do wood cutting there. Right. So what we need is a kind of a nuclear... What's that? Okay. Now, interestingly enough, there's some other stuff around here too. On hilly terrain, you can build a road first. Yeah, okay. But that's not what we're interested in. Okay, now just as an aside, because I keep making comments as I go along, but reasonably important, I think, is if you go various industries and you go... Actually, what clothing need? Maximum number of workers 100, maximum production per day, 5 tons of fabric, consumption, crops, chemicals. Oh, we need chemicals, do we? So where do... chemicals. Chemicals, wait a minute. Chemicals, what does chemicals need? Gravel, coal, storage and warehouse, energy, food, bitumen. Is that chemicals? Yeah, chemicals. Needs gravel, oil, wood. Oh, good grief. Super complicated. Right, no, we were looking for, or not bitumen, not oil. Construction, perhaps? Gravel, right. Quarried stone. Oh, we could actually get, looks like we could get some good quarried stone from there. Not a lot, but a little bit anyway. It's really not particularly good that you have to roam your mouse all over the map to try and find out where things are, when in fact, if you wanted to, you could order, well, that's good, you could order geological surveys to be done and then just highlight them on the map. That's extremely good. That is, there's a lot of red there. So I'm not a big fan of that one. But up here it's looking pretty good. We could certainly get gravel from there. Now gravel goes to a gravel processing plant, which makes 82 tonne of gravel a day. And yep, okay. And then you store the aggregate, large aggregate storage, small aggregate storage, truck aggregate loading. Right, so then you can make concrete, because you get gravel. Stores 80 tonne of gravel. And where does it get the cement from? And it makes 1/2 tonne of concrete. Am I reading that correctly? Consumption at maximum production, right? It takes gravel and cement. Gravel and cement. gravel and cement. So where do we get cement from? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Where do we get cement from? The concrete plant. Cement tank imports. Okay. Pray tell, where do we get cement from? Aggregate. Okay, let's do it again. Gravel. The gravel processing plant. Iron mine. Iron ore processing. Coal mine. Coal bar processing. Stores and aggregate. Storage, aggregate loading, and unloading. I'm not seeing cement. Coal. There you go. Cement plant. Further iron, coal, and gravel processing. Produces 81 tonne of cement. Needs coal, gravel. Right. Okay. Well, that's going to be a very long haul enterprise. That is, I think. Now, let's just have a look at the economy and see. Alcohol, which is what we want to produce. That's good. That's we're selling it at 272 rubles a ton. That is pretty good. And meat we can sell it too. Yeah, well. But aggregate or gravel or quarried stone, it's like $9 a ton, so that's not real good. Wood we can sell at 12. Where's plank? Boards, 18. Yeah, 18 is all right. We certainly, that'd be nice. Wow, clothes, that's good. All right. But in the meantime, we're not going to do that for the very simple reason that we're going to make our money agriculturally first. And then I suppose when we've got enough coming in that way, we'll get some heavy industry going. Still growing. Okay, I think we're going to go harvest some more timber, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get a wood cutting post and we're going to try our new experiment where we put all these things in a very self-contained community. Our wood cutting post, see, okay, we're going to do this. Yep. Okay, so that's the edge right there. That's fairly decent, actually. Let's just whiz down here this way a bit and get, no, that's not so, it's not, that's good. I think we could do that, actually, because it's going to put us very close to the power. So I think we're going to do that. Right. We are then going to put a road in. Actually, I wonder, 35 kilometres an hour, walking speed 60, maximum speed. Well, I don't think we need like a seriously good road, because after all, it's a now there's going to be no power. No, there's no power. But we just need to think about this for a minute. So right next to that, I'm going to put the sawmill. Really? Really? You can't line up? You've got to be like that? You're special, aren't you? Look at you. Yep, you're special. No doubt about you. You just made to be special, and still they can't get it right. Need to flatten left mouse button. Okay. Oh, fine. Connect those two up by using this to build a factory connection. Go back, build a road. Too sharp a turn. Really? No, it's not. Okay. Now, we need people to be going to work along there, so we're going to do this. Okay. So this little experiment of ours is a very interesting one, because we are building our community to put our workers right with our factories, and in addition to that, we are also going to have to move them when the industry itself depletes the forest. So it's going to be quite the moving feast, if you like. So we've got the power going. Now we need to work out how many workers we need. We need 20 and 30, so we need 50. So we need 50. But we always seem to have not enough. So I wonder if we can get, say, 60. If we can get a flat with 60 workers in it. And that way we can have some unemployed people. There's 75, 48. No, we're not going to get 60, is what I'm seeing here. So we'll just double check this. 20 and 30, 50. So what have we got? Get 51. 51. Or we could get two blocks of flats. Yeah, actually we could get 2 blocks of flats. That would give us 60. That's going to cost us like 12,000. You know what? Sure. Why not? I mean, why not? Left mouse button. Okay. Woohoo! Don't you love the experimentation that's going on? And how good is all this going to be? It's going to be exciting and wonderful, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's what I heard you all say. I certainly heard you say that. What do you think about them apples? Now, how many people are 22? Nobody's unemployed. 22. Nobody's unemployed. 14 and 4 is, well, 14 and 4 is 18. I don't see how that's everybody, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Now we're going to directly purchase felled tree capacity. What have we got going on here? 4.5 tonne of wood, 12 tonne of wood. Well, I think you, personally, felled trees in the forest. Okay, well, double up there, buddy. We don't need to shift it because it's going straight to here. Maybe. Still nobody unemployed. 44 people have got jobs, according to this. I know. Oh, no. No, everyone's employed. Just that nobody's getting what they want. I think we found the secret. No wood, though. What we got going on here? Man, they're chopping down. We've only got 4 out of 30. I still don't understand where they're going, but they're all employed. So you know what? I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. Hey, how are we doing over here? Have you harvested yet? Still growing. Yeah, all right. Okay, fine. All right, so what do we got? Food, culture, tavern, pub, blah, blah, blah. You needy bunch of people, aren't you? Now, what if I give them a bus to get over here to do their shopping? How would that work? I think we're going to try that, okay? Because we kind of need them. We kind of need, for 100 people, we certainly don't need to be reproducing everything. I mean, seriously, everything. So let's try and give them some busage. A small bus platform. Yeah, okay, we'll give you a small, man. You know what? Stick you right there. There you go. So we'll get a bus from there to there, and hopefully they'll do all this shopping over here. Do they reach though? Yes, they reach. Okay, so we're going to do that, and hopefully this will work. So what have we got? We got 52. Yeah, that's probably all we need actually. 52. Yeah, we're going to get one of you. And we want you to go from there to there. Starto des. Now the plan is, of course, that they will go there and do all their shopping and their pubbage. Not saying that's actually going to work, but it could. Oh, and we're making boards. Okay, so here we go. We're going to sell boards. Actually, can you sell boards in the small store? Clothes? No. What about there? Food, cold store meat, electronics clothes? No. Do we have hardware stores? Well, we got alcohol, 2 bar staff, and 6 get. Well, they like their alcohol, don't they? Now, hang on. That's a good question. We're losing money in rubles, but we're making a profit in dollars. That's interesting, isn't it? That is interesting. But, okay, so we need to sell this timber in rubles, okay? So we want boards. Boards. Dumper, bulldozer, excavator, paver. Scovered. Scovered? Covered. It's scud there. It's scud there. No, whatever that thing is. It's covered hull. And it doesn't carry planks. Right. So nothing covered carries planks. Harvesting, no. Felled tree capacity. Brick, steel, boards. Let's have one of you. And let's take you. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's spice it up a bit. Let's go from there to there. Hang on. No resources. Wood. There's no wood. We'll get there in a minute. Okay. Add new stop. Okay, something is going somewhere wrong somehow. We got you. Okay, let's just close that for a sec. Road vehicle depot, right. We get you. Add stop. I don't understand. But you know what? As long as it works for them, I'm okay with it. We're going to do both actually. Because, and starto des. Right. And we're going to whiz over here and wonder where the wood is. Wood! Well, we're about to fill up. Wow, we're actually doing well. That's pretty cool. We may actually have to get 2 trucks on this. Oh, that's going to be super fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think, gosh, we're 55 minutes in. Where did the time go? That's an indication that it's a good game and it's got our attention. And even more importantly for me at this stage is that this little experiment with the workers seems to have worked out pretty well. I don't know whether they're getting food and meat. Well, it doesn't look like the bus stop idea worked out very well. But you know what? I'm going to wait until the next episode and see how that goes. But I think we've made some substantial gains in this particular episode, and I'm very happy with that. As you would be. We've got a little hamlet nestled into the forest next to the power lines, and it's all going extremely well, I think. Doesn't look like a particularly good graphic resolution there, but hang on, here comes the bus. Kind of. And this may be the start. No, people got on, people got off. Okay. Has anybody decided they got food and are happy? And where are they going? They're going all the way over there. I don't know what's going on. Well, more mystery for our next episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. And until then, I'll see you later. Bye.